glove handles, spare tire, muffin top. Whatever you call it, we all want to say bye-bye to stubborn, unwanted fat on our bodies. We've tried freezing, melting, and zapping it away. But before you say just suck it up or attempt to suck it in, is there a way to vanquish those extra pounds for good? And could this be the answer?
A painless way to get rid of your pooch? Sound too good to be true? Well, let's go to the procedure room to see a new treatment in action with Dr. Warden. Take it away, my friend.
That's right. There is a new treatment on the block for ridding those so-called figure faults that so many of us have. And Dr. Palm, Melanie, is back with us as our guest expert, and she's brought a delightful patient and guest, Paige. Now, Paige, you were telling me you're a spinner.
Yep.
You do your yoga a couple times a week, but in spite of that, you have a couple of areas that are bothering you. Tell us about that.
Yes. Well, it's just you're working out, you're eating well, and it's not going away.
So specifically, what areas, if you could?
The stomach.
The tummy,
stomach
a
area.
little bit of a pooch. All right,
Yes.
Dr. Palm, what do you have for us?
So we have something called Vanquish, which is really new in its field of radio frequency, which basically you know is a special form of electricity.
Right, we've been using radio frequency for years now, but the technology that you've brought here today is quite different.
So this is non-contact. It actually hovers over her body, and it heats up the fat cells to a point about 120 degrees Fahrenheit, where a certain amount of them undergo apoptosis, or controlled cell death.
Apoptosis. I like that. Let's start, okay?
Yeah, so we're
you're
getting you
actually,
back,
we have
Paige.
Paige here. I see you brought your Vanquish machine.
We did.
Let's do her treatment. Typically, how many?
We typically do weekly treatments, and 4 to 6 is recommended. If you look at the studies, it was based off of 4 weekly treatments. They're 30 minutes each, and with that, and if you'll bring your arms up for me, about 2 1/4 inches were lost off of the waistline.
In 4 weeks.
After 4 weeks, 2 1/4 inches?
And yes, that's right, Dr. Rachel. And you're melting the fat, but the question is actually, she getting the treatment now?
She is. It's quiet, isn't it?
Yes.
It
It's like,
seems like nothing is happening. It's
This
one of those,
really is,
It's
because
heaven.
other radio frequency, you get little, you feel it.
Yes, and that's what's different. This is multipolar, and because of its high tuning ability for fat specifically, it does not affect the overlying skin. It doesn't affect the underlying organs. It really just heats up the fat.
We should mention that you've melted the fat cells. The body has the ability to eliminate those cells. But, you know, downsides, I mean, it's not for somebody that has large areas of fat. We both do liposuction. Obviously, classical liposuction would be better in a case like that where you have a lot of fat. But in Paige's case, it's just that little pooch. And we do have some photos that you were nice enough to bring from the study that show what kind of results Paige can look forward to.
And these are actually my own patients.
Okay.
So inches lost between about 1.5 inches and 4 inches. This patient, I believe, lost 2 inches off of her waistline. So this is really for someone hoping to lose like a pant size. It's not you know, a substitute for good diet and exercise. It's not a substitute for surgery. But if somebody isn't quite ready for surgery, has a little bit of a bulge, this sort of fits that happy medium, I think, for patients looking to really help that area.
And no bruising?
No, it feels like a heating pad or a warm blanket during treatment. It really doesn't hurt.
It's very comfortable.
Just think, you're sitting there,
It's so
losing
good.
your fat.
Read a book.
I'm jealous.
Like on your phone.
So it's great. Really, afterwards, the skin can be a little bit pink, and you've warmed up the core a little bit, so you can be a little bit warm for a few minutes in that area, up to an hour or so.
And that brings up another topic. Who would not be a candidate? Somebody with a lot of loose skin. You know, you are, due to the heat, you will get some skin tightening as well. That's part of the good thing about this technology.
And that's not on label. It's FDA approved for deep tissue heating, but we use it for body contouring and fat reduction. But yes, we have noticed that people get a little bit of skin tightening along the way.